Hello people, another beautiful day or night. Yeah, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good or excellent. What? What's up Steam Deck fans? You know, Steam Deck Tribe, Steam Deck Nation, Steam Deck Universe, Steam Deck World, Steam Deck Legion, what's good? Steam Deck Mob, what's happening? And the Steam Deck Squad, what's up? And to you Steam Deck nerds, geeks, and freaks, and you investigators, 32 gigs of RAM running on the Steam Deck. Ha! You know what? You little Steam Deck nerds are always getting spoiled, man. Spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. Hey, but it's the Steam Deck way. We're just spoiled. Look, we got a new docking station now. But this time, it's from the same people who made those 2 terabyte SSD from the 2 terabyte SSD for the Steam Deck. You know, the M.2 2230. Sabrent docking station. Oh, and by the way, Starfield is 140 gigs of storage on PC. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, let me keep y'all up to date. What's going on here? See what's going on here. All right, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Listen to this. See if I got this right here. Okay, listen to this. What's up, Tweaktown? We at it again. All right, listen to this. It says here, Sabrent new docking station for the Steam Deck offers 4K output and M.2 SSD storage expansion, just like JSOCs. This could be the only Steam Deck or ROG Ally docking station you'll ever need, thanks to addition of M.2 SSD storage expansion. But JSOCs was the first one who jumped on that. When JSOCs came out with the docking station for the Steam Deck, it had external SSD support. So now Sabrent is doing the same thing. If you can't beat them, join them. Anyway, says here the Sabrent USB Type C6 port docking station with M.2 ports. And it says in parentheses, Ds-Sdnv is the most impressive Steam Deck and ROG Ally compatible dock to date, thanks to the addition of an M.2 port, which allows for installing an M.2 SSD with 5 gigabytes per second transfer speeds. Expand the storage capabilities of your PC gaming handheld choice or USB device. You little Steam Deck nerds, geeks, and freaks, you're always getting spoiled. Look at you. Anyway, says here, see if I can get it. It says the new Sabrent USB Type C6 port docking station with M.2 port, Ds-Sdnv image credit Sabrent. Says the new dock is stacked with ports, where you've also got a gigabit Ethernet port for fast network transfer. Then it says in parentheses, a great move thanks to Steam now allowing for games install to transfer over LAN. LAN is a local area network. WAN is wide area network. MAN is metropolitan area network. Okay, alright. Just saying. Anyway, it says multiple USB ports and HDMI 2.0 ports. The latter offers support for up to 4K 60 Hz signals, which is excellent for connecting the dock to modern 4K TVs. You little Steam Deck fans are getting spoiled. Anyway, it says here, Ds-Sdnv supports Windows, Linux, Mac OS, according to Sabrent. It will work with USB-C device that features DisplayPort, alternate DP-Alt, that's in parentheses, mode support. Plus, you've got plenty of charging power, up to 90 watts. Says here, outside the features listed above, the new Sabrent USB Type C 6-port docking station features a rugged anti-slip design with minimal low-profile physical footprint that leave enough room for cooling vents on attached devices. Yeah, you little Steam Deck nerds are always getting spoiled, you know. It says here, The complete port list for the dock includes 1x 1x HDMI 2.0, 1x USB 2.0. Then in parentheses it says 480 megabytes per second. Close parentheses. Then it says 2x USB type USB 3.2. And then in parentheses it says 5 gigabits per second. 1x USB type C power delivery. 1x RJ45 gigabit Ethernet. The new Sabrent USB type C 6-port docking station with M.2 port is available on sale at Amazon. And what's the price? What are we charging? What's the price? $79. Yeah. You little Steam Deck fans are getting spoiled. Anyway, alright. Another docking station to add to the list. So that means J-Sox got to step their game up since Sabrent does drop this one. iVoler and everyone else that makes docking station for the Steam Deck. You can't rest on the original model. You know, you gotta keep moving. Come out with a newer version. So yeah, I will be expecting J-Sox to be responding to this. I bet they will. Anyway, what else I got here? I'm sitting here messing with y'all. All right, Starfield requires a whopping 140 gigs SSD space on a PC platform. 140 gigs, that is nothing. What, subtract that from 1 terabyte? It's nothing. It says here, Starfield is clearly the most anticipated title for Microsoft this year, and it has caught the attention of millions of gamers. The RPG is packed with a lot of content, and Bethesda Studios previously revealed this content would require 125 gig of storage. And the previous storage requirement wasn't excessive enough. Microsoft has now disclosed the revised file size for Starfield on PC and Xbox Series X. Yeah. It says here, if I got it, the game takes up an astounding 139.84 gigabytes of SSD space on PC. And it says 126 and 126 1 gig on Xbox Series X. It says the requirement makes Starfield one of the largest single-player game out there, and shows increasingly popular trends of games demanding upwards of 100 gigs of storage. You know why? Because there's so much details in video games that you have to bring out. So, like I said, you can't go backwards in video games. Just saying. Anyway, say the file size is extremely large, but given the detail about Starfield's scope thus far, and thus the fact that the game reportedly features 1,000 planets, makes sense. I'm shocked. What I'm shocked about, it's not 200 gigs of that's what I was expecting it. Just for starters, if you're talking 1,000 planets. But anyway, it says here, on the plus side, SSD have continued to drop in price. This means that most PC users are well equipped for games. On the other hand, Microsoft has also introduced a cheaper expandable storage for Xbox Series X, S and X recently. Starfield went gold yesterday, and the preload dates for the game were officially disclosed. Xbox Series X and S users can download the game today, while preload for PC users begin August 30th. Says here, additionally, a recent Q&A revealed more detail about Starfield. The game features a jail system. Yeah, you're going to jail in Starfield. Anyway, similar to Skyrim, and 20 unique crew members. These members have their own special skills, and players can also purchase residencies in games. Therefore, the staggering file size for Starfield might be acceptable given the game content. However, HD users are out of luck with Starfield, and SSD storage is mandatory for the game. And what it shows here, it says here Windows 10 AMD Ryzen 2600, Intel Core i7-6800K, 16 gigs of RAM, AMD Radeon RX graphics is 80 on. Let me start over. OS is Windows 10. Processor is AMD Ryzen 5 2600, Intel Core i7-6800K. RAM is 16 gigs. Graphics is AMD Radeon RX 5700, NVIDIA GeForce 1070 Ti, DirectX 12, broadband internet connection. Recommended. Says here Windows 10 and 11. Windows 10 and 11, AMD Ryzen 5 3600X, Intel i5 10600K. Memory is 16 gigs. Graphics AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080, DirectX 12, and broadband internet required. And then it says here, yeah, get ready, folks. Are you ready? Prime. It says the complete system requirement for Starfield can be shown. But then it says here Starfield is scheduled to release September the 6th. While many are excited to play the game, some angry users already plan to review bomb it upon launch. Oh yeah, that's PlayStation fans. Anyway, nonetheless, this is unlikely to leave a massive impact on the game after the excitement around Bethesda Studio's first original IP in over 2 decades. Yeah. We review PlayStation fans are mad. Well, Microsoft, had to do what they had to do. And remember, you placed it. See which one? What's causing the problem here? All right. Oh, is this? Anyway, it says here. Remember, PlayStation fans, when you had got the rights to Spider-Man. Remember. And remember when you guys got the rights to Final Fantasy VII Remake? Something's going on here. Anyway. Alright. You got it. Anyway. Remember that? Spider-Man and Final Fantasy VII Remake? And remember those time exclusive that Sony had hit Microsoft with right after that? Yeah. So Microsoft had responded when they bought ZeniMax Bethesda for $7.5 billion. They responded. But then they even responded again when they bought Activision Blizzard. Yeah. So basically Activision Blizzard was up for grabs. So PlayStation fans, don't feel bad. All is not lost. The game industry will continue to grow. There was a game that was in development that Sony was making to counter what Starfield was doing. Matter of fact, I need to look that up because I did a video on it months ago, even years now. So gotta go back and look at it. But they got a game to counter Starfield, so I want to see how that is coming. But besides that, right now, besides that, it's Microsoft's turn now. So Nintendo carried the game industry, Sony carried the game industry. Now it's Microsoft's turn. So they had to do what they had to do. I mean, there were deals on the table that Sony could have gotten. When you really look at this, the whole Activision situation, because AT&T was selling Rocksteady, WB. Let's see, Rocksteady, WB Games, and NetherRealm Studios. Rocksteady, WB, and NetherRealm Studios for $5 billion. That was on the table. So Sony could have gotten that. And I remember saying, what if Sony would have gotten the rights to Batman and got the rights to NetherRealm, and yeah, that would have been a blow to Microsoft. So they didn't seize it. So hey, AT&T reorganized the deal, and then I think Discovery got it for like 40 something billion, somewhere around there, or 40 million, or somewhere around there. But anyway, they got bought by Discovery, so Sony could have gotten Rocksteady, WB Games, and NetherRealm Studios, because NetherRealm Studios were supposed to be working on a Marvel versus DC game, and that would have been huge because Sony would have had the rights to both Spider-Man and Batman, and Marvel versus DC. They got so caught up in the Sony got so caught up in Call of Duty that they missed that opportunity. So yeah. But it's Microsoft's turn now, so Microsoft had to respond. When they hired Phil Spencer, man, they were moving. They were moving, man. They were moving. And they were just acquiring studios and got games to work on, Yeah. Valve, on the other hand, they were just spectators in the Activision court case, because they were trying to learn some things about the business, So yeah. Valve and Take-Two, that is. But Valve created the Steam Deck and changed the handheld market for good. So yeah, so no going back to those handhelds that can't run games anymore. Got to be on the Steam Deck level or above, man. So yeah. But the Steam Deck right now is doing really well. Deals, games, updates. They got a new docking station to add now to the list. A new and improved docking station from Sabrent. Oh yeah, JSOX will be responding to this, which they always do. So Ivola will do the same thing, and everyone else that makes docking stations, they will be making new ones. So yeah, give people choices and keep the ball moving. Starfield 140 gigs. I was expecting the game to be at least 200 gigs of install space, but 140 for starters, that's pretty good. That's right around Forza Horizon 5 install space. So yeah, that game is going to be good. Yep. Now the review bombers. Well, just remember, remember when you guys laughed at the Xbox and said Xbox has no games. Well, Phil Spencer responded to that. So yeah, September the 6th, man. So PC fans, desktop PC, Linux, Windows, portable PCs will be getting Starfield. Oh yeah, Xbox Series X and S. Oh yeah. Yep. Bethesda's at it again, man. So yeah, game industry keeps moving on, man. But anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys posted on what's going on in the industry. Hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek fan, or Dark Side. Go. Peace.